Today I'm gonna review the film Passengers that I watched 2 days ago. The film is a sci-fi genre, and basically it's a love story. What happens is that there is a big spaceship that is transporting 5,000 passengers from the Earth to a very, very far away planet called Stay Home 2. And the thing is that it takes 120 years to arrive to that planet, so obviously all the crew and passengers are suspended in hypersleep, so they have the same age when they arrive in that planet. The problem is that this spaceship, halfway through their journey, they collide with a big meteor, and the airship starts to have a lot of faults and malfunctions. One of these malfunctions is that the hypersleep pod, when Chris Pratt is sleeping, opens up ahead of time, and he is like a prisoner. He is alone in that spaceship and bound to live a life forever alone, enclosed in that spaceship. The thing is that he starts to make a research about the other 5,000 passengers that are in hypersleep, and well, he sees a very pretty woman. He's not stupid at all, Chris Pratt, and he wakes up Jennifer Lawrence. Of course, keeping a secret the fact that he woke her up willingly. So the thing is that they have a pretty good story, love story, and it's great, the love story. Thing is that one day she finds out that she was woken up by him. So of course she gets pissed off too bad, and they become enemies. She doesn't love him anymore. But well, then they agreed to the spaceship starts to have a lot of faults and malfunctions. And the thing is that they managed to repair the spaceship, and Chris Pratt offers himself to turn the medical cabin into a hypersleep pod, so one of the two can enter again hyperspeed back and make it to the planet they are traveling to. Thing is, she doesn't want, she's in love with him, and they have a love story, the two of them in that spaceship that they managed to repair. Two things that I have to point out of this film is the first one, the moral dilemma that Chris Pratt is in. Would you wake up somebody if you were in his shoes? Would you ruin somebody else's life without asking permission in advance? Well, he did, and I think most of us, we are human beings, most of us would do the same. We would have woken up Jennifer Lawrence if we had been in Chris Pratt's shoes as well. I'm sure of that, because human beings are, most of us, selfish. And the other three things that I would like to point out is that the bar, when there is a robotic bartender attending the guys, is very reminiscent of the film The Shining. The other two things I want to point out is that the beginning of the film is very reminiscent of Aliens, when the hyper sleep pod opens up, and then there's a great scene when Jennifer Lawrence is swimming in a swimming pool, and the spaceship enters zero gravity. So all that mass of water turns into a big bubble of water. Jennifer Lawrence is drowning in that bubble of water, but thank God, within a minute, the airship recovers gravity. So the big bubble splashes, and Jennifer Lawrence survives. And then the ending is very naive, but this film is intended to be watched by teenagers, so I understand, although the ending is very naive and very it is the way you expect to finish. It's okay. That was my review of Passengers with Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day.